Hello. Hello, everyone. How you doing? I wanted to come on tonight. I don't usually come on Monday. I would do a show here and there, but I'm here to talk about something horrible that happened in Liberia today. It seems like we don't get relief. It looks that way, that we don't get relief at all. I think I want to play just a little of that video first for me to get here before I play that video. I'd I wanted to show you something that I started to talk about the other day. I have a headache. I may not be here long. I do have a serious headache. Um, I do. I have a serious headache. All of a sudden, I have a stress headache. I'd I started to talk about this the night that I spoke of this. My account was reported. It will also hack, but as God would have it, uh, I went through all of the processes to get it restored, and it was restored. Okay, this is what I was talking about to you the other day. Liberian's children sitting on a mat at school. Liberian children sitting in an unfinished building on a mat at school. And I'm trying to understand. There's a saying that goes, you can determine the future of a nation by the way it treats its current generation. Look at our current generation. This is how we treat the future of our nation. Okay? That's how we treat the future of our nation. Liberia as a country. Okay? Again, I'm not going to be very long. I have a headache. All right. I said, Rebecca, I have a stress headache. So I'm going to talk to you not too long. And then I'm going to call it a night. If you are here, I appreciate it. Please share the video. All right. I'm going to take some medication. I'm going to get off the internet a little bit. And I'm going to get some rest. I need it like right now. Because I have a serious stress headache as I'm speaking to you. All right. This is Liberia, and this is all day. This one is in Nimakane, District 2. Okay, District 2, right here. Those are the future. And I also want to show you. Oh wow! All of a sudden, I have this serious headache. I want to show you something that happened in Liberia today. In Liberia today, a lady, I'm still trying to get a story. And I saw her house, beautiful. She built a huge house in Liberia. And I have no copyright to this video. All right. And Facebook, do not block me. This is for advocacy purposes. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few of the video of this lady who I'm sure I don't know how many hours she worked a day, maybe on the weekends, okay, to save money to build her a home, to come to Liberia to retire. And her life was taken, cut short. I have no copyright to this video. Oh, how come? What's going on here? Oh no, I'm not on here. Something is not right. I'm gonna start sharing. I am not supposed to be on. My banner is not supposed to be. My banner is not supposed to be across Africa. I'm not sure what's happening. All right, so let me come back here. My banner is not supposed to be across Africa per se. So I don't know how I got to across Africa. That one I love I fought. So let me just find a way here. Oh no, I'm not there. Not on my end. This is lo-fi, that's not me. Okay. So this is my banner. Or I'm gonna go without a banner. All right. So I'm gonna go back and I will share with you. I want you to watch Liberian people. Okay. And you can hear I just got a migraine. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also this is her house. Our sister died in Christ. Know the Lord. Facebook, I have no preparing place. One day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister died in Christ.
Okay, right here. People are from the burying her. The dad lives in the burying her today.
See right here? Massive, beautiful building.
Yeah, that's our casket.
Okay. All right. I have not heard any police before.
This is the back, her room. Okay. She came from Canada to bury her house and relaxing like her before we be going back, but she had moved already. And then last night she was murdered. Bashed her head in, chopped her head, chopped her, and then put her in the bed, on her own bed to burn. That's her bed. And other furniture over there. Where was
so nobody saw, nobody heard. All right. Preparing place. One day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister died in Christ. I really I'm really hate when people say some oh,
That's her bed. And other furniture over there. Where was taken out of the house.
okay. It's not working out. Oh, nice working out. Did I do something? I didn't call you up, right? Oh, okay. No, I'm live. I'm trying to show this woman video. Yeah. Did you? Okay. All right. I'll call you when I'm done. All right. So
This is the back, her room. She came from Canada to buy her house and relaxing like before we be going back, but she had moved already. And then last night she was murdered. Bashed her head in, chopped her head, chopped her, and then put her in the bed, on her own bed, to burn. That's her bed. And other funny stuff when I was taken out of the house. Very sad situation.
one thing I know is one thing I know. Let's go here. Right here.
This is
This is
a
her
grave
house.
right here.
This
People
is
are
her
coming to
house.
bury her. She died last night to bury her today.
Y'all heard the story. Anybody
The
want
very
that video?
place
Let me
one
know.
day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead.
You know, uh, uh, Indian, Indian religious man once said, the saddest thing that ever happened on earth is when people were convinced that they can endure hardship, they can endure pain on earth because there's another place, another dimension that they're going to. That mindset has gotten us to the place where we don't innovate, especially Black people, especially African people. To guarantee you that somebody died in Christ, all right? That level of brutality that somebody took. And you know why? Whoever did that, based on some of us little insight on, forensic, the first 48 hours, crime story, and just studying, doing analysis. Like when I went to grad school, my MBA, like talking about legal environment, when things happen, how to solve problem and all of that, okay? Process of elimination. Or just by watching all these different real life crime show like Snap. Okay, y'all know that most of y'all Liberian women in America those days, y'all know about Lifetime. Okay, you know about Snap, you know about the first 48 hours, you know about bounty hunting, you will know. Okay, you will know that whoever did this knew that place was too comfortable. Not only did they do what they did to her, or it's coordinated per se, they set her house on fire. They took the things out. They brought it in her yard. They set it on fire after they were done with her, cutting or whatever they wanted to do. Okay. And they set her on fire. And nobody heard. Now let's ask question. Was that lady in that house by herself? Coming all the way from Canada. Was she in that house by herself? Was she in that hell of a whole yard by herself? And what's sad is I have not heard any police department that is assigned to that area. Crime of that nature, so brutal, that would set the world on its ears. But then where are we talking about? We're talking about Liberia. 250,000 lives taken. And the very people that committed those crimes, they're the one in a position of power. They're the one claiming to have character. They're the one who ride the best of cars. Their children are the one who were awarding money. They are the one who the kids are living and going abroad to go to school and come back and make sure they have guaranteed jobs. It's a nation of impunity. I'm not surprised. This is the country where you see adults, children, watch while they adult, the young adult, the older adults. Brutalize people until the last breath come off their lungs. That's the country we're talking about. That you can watch people struggling and asking for help. And you see that those asking for help will leave asking until they take their last breath. Nothing will happen. This is a country where you see a young boy in the street and go to help them, and the police stop them from helping until the very breath in their lungs is taken out right on Facebook Live. That one will honor we are. The other one will honor Joseph Boaka. I've seen 3 honor Boaka. Okay? In fact, no, the 2 were honor we are because we were doing the election. When that girl, Queen, dragged on that ball, they beat him. And the guy threatened him. I see you back here with CDC clothes. You will not live to tell. He did not live to tell the story. And nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. No justice. She was rewarded a deputy director job and can't even contribute. Yeah, they can't cost me. I the one who say so, and I don't care. That's the fact. Humanly piercing, insulted people, threaten the state, and confess to take the chiefs over all the counties in Liberia. He did. He got rewarded. My Jabate got on Facebook, insulted me, a certain representative, threatened to put pew to my head and unalive me. He got a minister position. That's the country we're talking about. And then you sit there and tell me, you come to Liberia, leave my children, take my money. In fact, talking about taking my money, my home, 2008 bill, my land, 2006 up 2007, 8 bought. The same place where I bought it, the same family, they're selling it. We've been going back and forth for 3 years. I'm tired. I bought land Marshall. By the time I went back to put fence around it, because I was working on the other one, it was already sold. People asking me to go pay a lawyer $2,000 to go pay $2,000 as an engagement for land where at the time, in 2007, 2006, I paid $500 for. So I go and pay $2,000, then going back and forth to go bribing everybody from judges to judges. It's not worth my time. I don't have that kind of energy. I don't, especially at my age. Okay? At my age. Now, I'm here. And I'm going to end with this. The question that begs an answer is, so only those that the government target are this and can make the news are those the only one the police chief and the police department of Liberia can speak to, that they can get question to the Liberian people right now is about the case, the Capitol building burning. Every time a Liberian public building gets burned, it has always been the sitting government that was in charge. Okay? When a mansion burned, it was the UP-led government. They didn't investigate. They didn't find anybody. But we have been putting $5 million for 12 years in the budget to finish it and finish it. Every president have come there after they live to their houses, they fix their houses, and they don't go live to the mansion. They go there, they where they go home. They put their people money in their building to live it for them and their children. That's what they do. Corruption start with them. It start up with them. 1986, when there was a corruption plague over Liberia, because the US government had given so much aid to Liberia, and they could not account for it. The president and his cabinet were lording over everything, intimidating everybody. Okay? And they were going, the American ambassadors got involved and said, you know what, we can get the embassy to commit to bring specialists to Liberia. People who understand forensic accounting and all of that, and audit. The night the people got, that time we used to have direct flight, got on the plane to leave to come to Liberia. The 8th floor of the finance building got burned. There was nothing left to be audited. Now, let's go back. Your hunting Funani Kofa house was burned down. Did you investigate? Let me just be clear. I don't support Funani Kofa. He's not one of my guys. But I support my country and I support the law. And the law is the law. The law should be blind. You know, yesterday, when the UP people, the Mo Ali, the Pape Boaka, the rest of them, when they lie on Alexander Cummings, okay? Kofa was in Liberia, he was speaker, he didn't speak. But we are going to speak, because if it were wrong yesterday, it's wrong today. Majority of you people today who running around, you didn't speak, you lied. And what was dragging this man, making fun out of him. Wrong is wrong. It does not matter who does it, whether it was done yesterday, if it was bad yesterday, it's bad today. Okay? It's bad today. If it was bad yesterday, it's still bad today. And there we are. Look at this other nonsense. They not block my account again. Okay. I can't use group until what the crazy. Okay. Then I restrict my account again, my people. Okay. All right. They now do it again. Okay. All right. Facebook is doing too much. Way too much. Is that L? I'm not even going to go ahead and do that. They're doing too much. Yeah, they're not my system. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. It's say I'm restricted. It's say I'm restricted to group. Okay, thank you, Lufa. Okay. So here we are. Here we are, like I'm saying. So a woman who worked her backside out, built her house. Somebody went there, took all the time. Whoever did, man, had to have observed her, have followed her, or live with her, or study her, or work for her, or knew somebody who knew her and knew her routine to go to her house, unalive her, essay her, unalive her, put her in a mattress, bring the mattress outside, set it on fire. Set it on fire. Okay. Okay, I got it. So where you pointing? Keep putting the thing up. All right. They have to have done that. Let me make sure I didn't put anything on this people page. Okay, good. Okay. And we didn't hear nothing about it. Every time Liberian building, government building had gotten burned, it was the government in charge that burned it. Okay? Because we never found who burned it. They're in charge. Normally, if something happened to somebody, let's say something happened to me, the first person they're going to question is my husband, then my children, before anybody from outside. That's the first suspect. Will be my husband, my children, my relatives. Process of elimination. Okay? The woman work. My people, y'all look at this building. The woman put on. The woman work. Okay? Whether she was a nurse, she was a doctor, she was a whatever she was, she worked for it. She worked hard. Okay? To build what she built. This child see me on Facebook and still calling me. Okay. Here she is. Look at this what this woman built. Okay. Look at it. The person took their time. They had time on their hand. I'm gonna play this one.
Chop her and then put her in the bed, on her own bed, to burn. That's her bed.
Okay, y'all listen to the
This is the back.
Yes.
Her room.
Commentary.
She came from Canada to build her house and relaxing like before be going back, but she had moved already. And then last night she was murdered. Bashed her head in, chopped her head, chop her, and then put her in the bed, on her own bed, to burn. That's her bed. And other furniture over there. Where was taken out of the house. Very sad situation.
Okay. Y'all see that? Put her on her own bed. This is the yard. Okay. The woman walk. The woman walk.
This is
The woman
a
walk.
grave right here.
Her.
People are from to bury her.
Okay.
She died last night to bury her today.
To make this investment. What she learned to bring it and make
That's
it in
her
her country.
casket.
This is her crime.
This is a grave right here. People are from to bury her. She died last night to bury her today. And that's her
No,
casket.
ma'am, about to finish up. Yes. Okay.
This is a grave right here. People are from the.
And this man is standing here.
The very place one day all of us will go there.
Okay.
Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister died in Christ. She knows the Lord. Oh, she died. Preparing place one day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead.
You know that this philosopher who said the worst thing that ever happened to mankind, okay, and I would say to African people, is telling somebody you must endure suffering, you must endure brutality, because there's an afterlife. Even if there is, what's about the life, the opportunity that God has gave you here? Look at everybody got a camera on. I see no police recording today. I see no police conference today. I see no update to the community to say what happened. I see it. Look at the place. Most of the people living around. Look at this house roof. Somebody knew this woman routine. Somebody knew something. Okay? Somebody. I told you. The moment Musa and Funani Kofa brought about auditing, it became a problem. The first thing, Mr. Kofa house got burned. He probably told him not to resign. Stay there, they won't move you, let them move you. Let the world know they move you. We know it's the attitude of the Liberian government. Everybody come with a promise of hope, and they lie. But then see them. See the lies. The people who promising you hope. See their lives. The people who promised you the future, see their lives. The people who promised you everything that they're saying to you, you know them in your community. Everything that is happening today in Liberia, you knew it. You knew it. You knew it. I listened to a young man today that was being interviewed. But let me say to you who here Liberians who live in the diaspora. Let me tell you something that you need to know. Majority of the children on Facebook who come and post or have their friend post, like they are trying to bully them, or they reach out to them for help and they don't belong to the same political party, so they're trying to embarrass them. It's all a scam. This week, one of the young people that I know, all right, posted on Facebook talking about another young man who said he had not paid his rent for 2 months and they're about to put him out. And I reached out to him in his inbox. And I said, why are you putting the board conversation with you out? It's private. He said, oh, man, relax. He told me to do it. So I wrote back, I said, I know a lot of young people who are in UP that when they were not in a position, I can pay their rent, help pay their school fee, help transport them for months, for years. He said, oh, man, relax. You know what happening? Why are you being? And because I actually went on Facebook and went on a post and said, why are you doing this? He took the screenshot that the boss sent to him. And you know what the boss said to him? Do it. When the mark come, we'll divide it. When the stupid people give the money. We are the stupid people. So today when I heard a young man, I heard a young man in your, yes, yeah, Lofa. In fact, let me see if I can read it just the way he wrote it. Give me 1 second. I want to read it so you can hear it. I will read it just the way he wrote it. Okay, so all of you can hear it. We are the stupid people. We stupid working for our money. When they talk, we feel sorry for them. We do stuff for them. Here's where it go right here. Thank God. They say what? Bro, I want you to do something for me. I want you to post something. A strategy, post it. When the mark drop, you will eat something too. Then it said, okay, he agreed. It's a long conversation. I'm just skipping. Then he said, post it. That CDC propagandist, so and so person, okay, will put outside or for rentage, and I want these fools to send me money. And after the end of the day, the same young man inboxed me, oh man, you send me small thing. I told him I retired from being a fool. Okay? I retire from being a fool. I retire from being a fool. I'm the one I'll be running all over in children inbox talking to them. It will be okay. I retire from being a fool. I will be a fool for my children. Okay? I retire from being a fool. But let me go back. '86, we burned down the finance ministry. 8th floor. When we were supposed to have been audited for millions and millions of dollars. Nothing happened. We burned down under the UP-led government, the mansion. Nothing happened. Fire had been all over Liberia. People wasting gasoline. People burning in their own homes. Everywhere. It came, it stopped. The moment they talk about, what do you call it? Auditing. Funani Kofa house got it into fire. Gregory Coleman, you found who burned Funani Kofa house? Nobody found. I don't even believe they investigated. Then the capital was flooded Before it was flooded, there was fire. Then it was flooded. Then there was fire. Then there was bigger fire. And before there was fire, there was a protest. Well, the Liberian government, who is already in charge of the building, that's supposed to have been the lawmaker at the time, but it was Kunden that was in charge of the building. The same Kunden were the one who went and put iron gate to the door. They the one were in charge. They and Thomas Falade. Now you come. The people who didn't have power over the building. I have traveled around that building nighttime. And the security. People in uniform, 450, or blue collar, wherever, with arm and ammunition. What happened to them? They grabbed Thomas Etheridge. They beat him up. They SA him. That's what he said. Okay? He said it, crying. Beat him for hours, torture him, and told him to confess, to say Funani paid them to burn down the place. For you to commit a crime, there must be motive. So the three men who want to order the government, order themselves, decide he will burn the place. God, you help us with common sense. You don't need degree for this. You just need your brain. Common sense. Think. The people who want to audit decide, although the Liberian police were in charge of beating Liberian up and said they will not come around the night before or the day before. So they decided they will go, they will burn the place up where they want to audit. Then there will be nothing there to audit them. So it was all a show. But we're pointing. I'm not saying they didn't do well. I am not saying by any stretch of the mouth that they didn't do it. I am saying the first place to have started was start with people who had the opportunity, the means, and the motive, who hijacked the country for 8 months, stealing divine money, then turn around, gave themselves pardon. Laws are not retroactive. I've never heard. Like you commit a crime 10 years ago, or which is maybe they caught you smoking weed, and now they say the passed law in 2025 that say weed it's not legal for medical purposes. Your sentence does not change. And if you do not have pardon to pardon, the lawmaker cannot pardon. It is the president, the executive. You can't go write a law like you're in a junta to change and make the illegal thing legal. Is that the country we are running? Is that where they promise y'all? Papa Bwakara, where you promise us today? And I'm going to say that somebody will come cost me up. All right? A.B. Kroman. Me, y'all know. A.B. Kroman from Nimakante. That's my brother, his sister. But the West right, they will come and come because I don't care because they are in a position of power. Who the judge that decided, okay, that they will get A.B. Kroman $1.4 million for character or for defamation? How was he defamed? And if he was defamed, okay, let's say he was defamed. How do you measure the cost of that defamation? What contract did he have that he was going to earn that money? Okay, that already they know what he was capable of. That warrant that. And besides, it's a several case. Why are you putting people in jail? Do people put people in jail in Liberia? Like Africa is the only one. Listen, most of you are on the platform tonight. If one or all in America, if several cases people were doing like Liberia in America, all of us will be in jail because I want mortgage, that credit. I want cars, that credit. I want tuition, that credit.
Our food, that credit. Our utility, that credit. You use it, you pay later. Sometimes you able to pay it, you make arrangement. Sometimes, like Donald Trump, our president, his pa gave him millions, hundreds of millions. When he went, when not working, his pa gave another million. When I went disappear, he filed bankruptcy. He opened college when he didn't work. He told the people money. He filed bankruptcy. He get contract. If he can't pay you, he filed bankruptcy. All will be locked up in jail. Says Mera, that's what I'm saying. Look at the whole place cover. That's crime scene. Pastor already there. They already got casket. They already burying the woman. What investigation do y'all do? Do y'all collect DNA? If they say the woman was essay, you have evidence. You got DNA. Take it. Why you burying a woman? Why? My people are tired, yeah. That is I'm going. That what we find was say. So those people, they see A.B. Command, who yesterday going land. He carry people to flog people. He carry people to threaten people. He carry people that brought license. And people in that community was saying he was beating his chest and telling the people they know him what he done. They see A.B. Command that hit a motorbike rider when he was police director or whatever he was, because a motorbike rider was on the road. He used his truck and he talk about character. And I would think, Fatiga can cost me because I play where you're able to cost. I would think for how much he know, Fatiga was getting a lawyer and say, oh, you say, why he was afraid because of the character that he had exhibited before. He got enough information on A.B. Command, but he went to court. I don't know how it happened. Or they told him to, how you call it, or he show up or what happened. So now he must pay or he must appeal the case. Today, where I'm saying a lot, and y'all saw them cussing one another. You didn't hear? Yeah, A.B. Command, yeah? You didn't hear cussing each other? Okay, you didn't hear cussing each other? Yeah, you didn't hear. Listen. Listen. I'm not playing on my phone. You're just listening. Yeah, it? Let me play it. But then these guys are lawless in that country. They think they are the law. Okay? They are the law. Liberia needs someone who have everything to lose, who have their name, okay, who have their character, who have something to lose, instead of just get beggars, criminals, okay, liars, and they call it politics in Liberia. Instead of getting those people and give them your life. And the only reason you're voting for them, how do you vote for people? You know them. You say you're voting for them so you will be able to, so you can feel better to go beg them. Why would you want to vote for people only for the purposes of going to have access to them? Because if you have access, you know them, you can go beg them. How about you vote for somebody that hell you don't know, you will hold them accountable, okay? That you don't know, but you know when they're in position, you don't have to go beg them because they will make provision. They will create an environment that you will be able to earn your living. How about you do that? How about you find that kind of person and vote for them? How about that? How about vote for somebody? I live in America. I work. Okay? I've never met, and I had an opportunity to meet at least the last 4 presidents in the United States. But I have not. What the fuck shit in my contact with you? I want to shut up.
Now listen here, that the people that were character here. That the people then that your children supposed to mimic.
What
That
the
the
fuck
people
shit in
then
my
that your
contact with
children
you? I want to shut up.
that the people then that's supposed to be somebody. That the people then you see that? I finished. Let it play while we're here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna finish this story. I see Reverend Anders Tawamwe, I think another representative, and Senator Snow have been profiled to target, to remove, to do everything to disgrace them. And my son Martin Cully is on that project. I was telling Lofa the other day. Okay, what's his name? The labor minister is also on that target. There's a war of war. The labor minister Jeremiah Kung, they're all on the same team. DeLong, a girl, and the other group, they're on another team. When DeLong said we increase the funding for the permit so as to deter people from getting Liberian job, it's flawed. My son Lofa, please come for you, Oma. I'm just telling you the truth. It's flawed. The job reserved for Liberians should never have a price on it. Even if you are charging $10,000, if that job is paying $6,000 a month, okay, that's over $70,000 a year. So if I need to pay you $10,000, I'm just saying hypothetically, okay, I would pay you $10,000 to earn over $60,000. Now I will not otherwise earn, even if I need to borrow it. But if I'm paying $3,000 and the first month I will be able to recover my money and get 100% on return on my funds, why won't I want to do that? Liberians are at a disadvantage. They cannot afford that. That's why the Liberianization bill was passed. This week, I don't know how many young people you graduated from College Cottington with 90% unemployment. That means there's no job in Liberia that the young people can do. But you have to leave certain jobs that people can compete for. If there are jobs in Liberia that it falls within the Liberianization clause, you have a responsibility to train those people. You know, let me tell you something. When America, after World War II, okay, that's in the 40s, the nurses and people, a lot of people were not going to nursing. Lots of people were not going to because of humanitarian. They were not paying enough. And most people didn't want to go in there. They wanted to be able to live well, and take care of the family. So that's why you see mostly women do nursing until when the corona came. And boom, it just went up. America hired specialized engineers from China and Japan to come here to train, to teach American in places like Georgia Tech, Harvard, Howard. They're bringing the best brain from around the world to come to teach, develop the human capital. They don't relinquish it. They bring them, they pay them to multiply them in the country. If your biggest industry outside of government is the extraction industry, you should be freaking giving kids free tuition, quality education. You should have an institution that is focused or department, a college, because university is, when they say university, it's a collection of colleges. You should have a college or 3 devoted to engineering, civil, electrical, all the different type of engineering, bio, hydraulic, all of that engineering. If 10 years ago, 12 years ago, you were brought in specialized people in that particular field and say Liberian youth, okay, those of you who are good at math and sciences, we will pay your school fees. We will fast track for you 4 years, okay? When you finish, you will start teaching the undergrad, and the professors that will come in will start teaching at the grad level. Okay, my school, we just graduated 800 young people in one grade. In one grade, in one school, in one cluster. You can have one professor teaching 5 classes if it's intro, okay? If it's intro to engineering, be it civil, structure, electrical, data, each. Then when they specialize, you have different group. You can literally populate the whole nation and have enough teachers or professors out of Liberia in 10 years. That's what Saudi Arabia did. Right now, in Burkina Faso, the young men declare education free. No child under 18 gets married. It don't matter if they're a girl or boy. No. Y'all got people with no vision and insecure. Oh, let me get news break. Y'all will not be getting any major, okay? Hopefully y'all do. Yellow machine. The yellow machine where y'all say y'all have to the airport, seaport, y'all go get it. The yellow machine where y'all say y'all have the barracks, y'all go get it. The other yellow machine where you're parading over there, they're bringing it down for election so they can conjure y'all, so you can be able to go vote for them, to exploit your more, sleep with your little girls and boys, have more babies all over the place and tell you that they're tradition. That's what they're going to do because they have no morals, no self-control. Okay? Yes, I say so. So, I'm going to go. I say my piece and that is. Ezekiel, that's the problem. Okay? We won't vote for people who we can go to beg. We won't vote for people who can go say in the office, the leave us sitting down there. Okay? Then we say they're corrupt. We corrupt. When you're taking people money and say we will eat it and we'll vote against them, the person not working for government. When you want somebody to buy your t-shirt before you can vote. You want somebody to build you bridges before you can vote. You want somebody to build your house before you can vote. You want somebody. There was a man, okay, I'm going to say this, on the ANC team, and he was a chairman in one of the candidates, and we were supposed to be on the air. That man took $1,200 from me and Evans, lying to us that we were on the air. We had to send somebody there 3 times to find out we had not been on the air. And when he was just asking me to renew the contract that we were on the air, so lie. I had people ask me to roof their house so they can vote. Okay? Roof their house before they can vote. Me, I said it right now, right here. Where you see here that background, I said it right here in my bed. Okay, like I told you, I got headache and I'm going to sleep. Your good night. And I say plenty tonight. All right. Those who do not remember history, I don't have to repeat it. My question to you is, Gregory Coleman, where is the press conference on this woman that were on her life in her own yard? Somebody took time on her life or SA her on her life or put her in her own mattress, brought her outside in the yard and put fire on it. Why are you not talking to the community? Why? Oh, there's not a political figure. Oh no, he's not in the she's not in the way to take anybody's job. She has not questioned any government. Okay, she's not gonna make the news. But Liberian, those of all in America, huh? I beg you, you'll not pay attention here. Yesterday, my cousin called me and said people building on your land. My land has a fence foundation around it. My land has a house on it. Have people living there. Every now and then, it first started with a man calling and say, oh, I bought this piece of land. Can I started building and say, oh, I called to say if I can just use a quarter of your land. I said, no. The next thing they came, they took my cornerstone, okay, and throw it. The same people who sold the land to me, selling it to other people, they and the surveyor, then they're all in it together. The country is rotten. The leaders are rotten, okay? Majority of those people, Gregory Coleman, the former SOD, okay? What you need? I had you not no. What you need? My own brother, Coleman, that former, what they call it for Alhaji GB Kuma, okay, the other rebel group, okay. These are the people I saw during the election, but naked, threatening and cursing people. In fact, before that, somebody were going to butt naked and got naked, wanted that person to come to the. He came on the air and threatened that person. Okay, what you expect? And you might where you need PSC, whatever, tell you anybody who goes against a worker in Lofa country, I will unalive them. You all know what I did in the place here. He's now the head of the whole country because he's the Minister of Internal Affairs. As such, he's the president of the country, the second president of the country, because he don't want everybody from all the other candidates reports to. And we're just okay with that. Bought naked his own salary. From my mouth to Etheridge, Thomas Etheridge, the young man that they collected, they've been torturing and putting in jail in January with no trial. He and his friend have been in jail when he told them he had nothing to do with the burning of the place. Although he didn't have opportunity, he was not in charge. No, he pulled. Now I see the young people saying Funani Kofa should go free him. If Funani Kofa go free him, they will say he the one saying that way he went and free him. The young people need to come together and say, listen, we're going to stand with our friend. We're going to stand up for him. We need the rest of the community to help us. You stand with your friend. The last time when that man went to jail in Nigeria, it was the Nigerian youth and the Ghanaian youth together that didn't stop. The advocates, the young blackers, they keep talking until very dark men came from jail. But no, everybody waiting for politicians, political leaders then to come and get you. If they don't get you, then we're not talk anymore. It's like this a quid pro quo that is thing with Liberian people. Okay? So you'll be in your dojo. Like my sister, Sisbu said, Sisbu, my set is scary. That place, they will unalive you. That the way we do chicken behind the horse, nothing will happen. The country where people can stand broad daylight, they watch people, watch a woman, stupid, nasty little thing, take their hand and put it inside a woman's private part and pepper her in the whole market, really, beat her, leave her. because they thought they had own a life. Nothing happened. You and your boy can't speak of it. And remember, the woman in her family say they voted for him. They know me. Me, Yasendi. Thank God for my blue book, yeah? I bless God. What is left of my life? I got 8 years to pay rent for my baby. Okay? 8 years, I will be in my 70s. So she can focus on study. And what I will do. I will take a few kids to Liberia. Go fix my house. Complete the fence wherever they not live for me. I was going to even call Gwen today. Says move. Brother Ezekiel, y'all thank you. You're here. You're goodness. Says Rebecca, thank you always for following. Lofa, that says Miada, tomorrow join me and have a conversation. The people just restricted my page. Okay, it's not black, they restricted it. You're goodness. But let me show you before I go. Here is the school right here. I see Martin Colley father runs school. Martin Colley mother got a job in the government making $2,000 Martin Colley got everybody sending him money. Martin Colley can raise $30,000 in no time. He forgot yesterday, nobody knew his name. It was Yaseni. It was the Fatty guy. It was Lofa Julius. It was Gwen Smith. It was Ruth Fanga. And the name goes on and goes on and on and on. It was us. I remember his first scholarship. I remember when Martin Colley said he was kidnapped, and I sent my daughter Rosa. Rosa stayed to that house all day. The night that they say he disappeared, the whole world was calling me. Hawa Menza. Well, a labor name. Christmas Sally. Says, yeah, you will not talk. Says, yeah, you will not do that. That means stay here. You know, popularity is the perishable goods. You'll always remember that. Remember to stay true to you. You may get at you. This team platform, you'll remember I sat here one night and raised over 24K. By the time the night was over, that is just on GoFundMe. We have raised almost 50 some more thousand because people send me money. People send me checks and Zelle, and people send me that, and I transfer it. Remember that. You remember that, so that they play a year. You're good night, people. This is Liberia. These are our young people. Martin Colley father runs a school. Thomas Fala runs a school. Jeremiah Kuhn runs a hospital that on a life many Liberians. Cripple some of them. I know a young man whose son got a pipe running through his stomach. He reached out to me. I don't see them talking about it. The problem is not the people who got private school. The problem is no lawmaker in Liberia should be building school. If you already have school when you took over, that school needs to be put in trust. You cannot have oversight and be there. It's unethical. That's my biggest thought process. Another thing is, if the government of Liberia, okay, has school, all right, we will not be talking about it. If the governor of Liberia provide education, I said yesterday, Gwinnett County alone, Gwinnett County has about 1 million people. Okay? It has 143 schools, public school. It has 186,000 students. Now, where my lawmaker children go to school. Now, where the judges' children go to school. Now, where all the people working in municipal children go to school. The school is in the budget. 30% of our budget go to school. 30%, not 5%, not 10%. Our budget is $40 billion. 30% of that go to education. The people went begging for money to international community. They also have to pay themselves. You and Jim Goodday are all over Facebook bullying people. But I'm going to stop. I also remember Jim Goodday when CDC were in power. We started Jim Goodday right here. In fact, I remember when I put Jim Goodday in the chat room, how I told me to take him, or he was not a good person. She was right. Sorry for me to admit. I remember, and I still got the video. When Jim Goodday was with CDC, when they announced Corona, when the pastor then went to pray, and those people beat up people and even unalive them. And Jim Goodday skipped it. In fact, he went when the people were beating the people. He asked, the security asked, is he with us? And they said, yeah. And they allowed Jim Goodday. That time Spoon had just started. They allowed Jim Goodday to come. And they were telling Jim Goodday where he could record and where he could not record. So I know Jim Goodday, my son, is an opportunity. It's all about himself. I know that. Jim Goodday, me, I will say, when Lucky said, you can curse me, you can say anything. In America, we live and breathe in debt. Like us. You're good night. Good night. That's what I'm going to say. Good night. Oh, they pay the fake doctor and send you to Europe. The fake doctor connected now. That Buto Kanen friend, that the VP friend, that what you need, that American friend. So that big guy, he going to Europe. All the people he heard, all the people he on your life, it don't matter. Their life don't matter. That what happened there. And that's something we need to talk about, ma. Again, you're good night, yeah? Good night, everyone. So remember our children when you're sleeping. Yeah, they are. $15 for a bench. We need 30 of them. Okay, I'm just coming back. I will find something I'll send and I'll get a few benches and we'll take it from there. You're good night. Good night again.